Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 1Game1Life. My name is Typo, and this is Starfield Part 53. And I gotta... My volume is all out of whack. Okay, sorry, we're back, okay. So today we're going to the Astro Lounge, and then after that, we'll have been everywhere at least once. So then it'll just be a matter of actually doing everything on Neon that needs doing. We'll actually have to look around and stuff. Well, I mean...
To get us into the Astral Lounge. Shall we follow the signs?
I thought she was being meta for a second, but no, she's talking about something else entirely. Okay, got it. But obviously there's also this elevator, which can take us to so many things. I mean, so many things. This is where we are, right? Yeah, we're in the lobby. We've been to Generdyne. Core Kinetics, Kelt Corp. There's a lot going on here. But we're going to explore this tower. We explored the last tower last time.
Hopefully business has nothing to do with Aurora.
Right. Matthias Durant.
Hey, you look like someone who craves serious firepower, yeah? Well, don't sweat it. I've got you covered.
I'll take all the firepower you've got.
I like your style. And I'm not just saying that. I mean, I really like your style. You see, I had you all figured out the moment you walked into my showroom. I said to myself, Matthias, that looks like the kind of person who blow a hole in the wall to get to their goal.
Correct.
I'm talking military-grade, state-of-the-art weapons hardware. Click. Bang. Am I right?
You are correct. This is a hell of a sales pitch.
No. This isn't the sales pitch. This is a game changer. Imagine being completely surrounded by Crimson Fleet pirates.
Well, that's the plan, but they're on my side.
A magstone and a few hundred rounds. You wouldn't even break a sweat. You, my friend, are perched on the edge of infinity. And Core Kinetics would love to come along for the ride. So what do you say?
He's good at selling things. You need to lie down after all of that. I say I'm ready to buy some guns.
Now, that's what I'm talking about. Let's get you tooled up and on your way.
Alright, let me see. You always this amped up?
You think this is amped up? You should see me after I take a hit of Aurora. Maybe chase it with a couple cans of blend. Huh.
Just really mess up the brain, I see.
Launch out to your grandmother. Skills, baby. It's all about the skills. Imagine the #1 gun manufacturer in the settled systems. They sit right at the top of the list, the best of the best. You got that in your mind? Okay. Now, Core Kinetics. We are chilling one step above all of that. Nothing else even comes close to eclipsing our deadly mag tech. You think I'm bullshitting? Buy one of our guns, slap in a magazine, squeeze the trigger and feel the pull. There's no sensation like it in the galaxy.
Huh.
Feel the pull. I like that. I think I might use that as a slogan in our next ad campaign. Damn, I'm good.
Dude, this guy's the bomb. I love it when people are full of themselves or like super confident. I love that personality trait. I know there's a lot of people, one of my friends included, that really hate that in a person. Me, I love that shit. It's so good. What exactly is MegTech?
What's the brain guys call the magnetically assisted projectile systems? That's the heart and soul of all our weapons. Those wizards managed to figure out how to push a solid slug out the end of a gun faster and more accurately than a conventional bullet. Some folks call them rail guns, but I personally hate that name. This ain't no steam train. This is MagTech. I need to put holes in concrete.
That's what we're talking about. I want to browse.
Of choice weapons to choose.
I'm hoping you actually have some fire weapons in here. Mind Tear. 13 damage. With a 345 fire rate. Is not bad. Not enough rounds, though. What? A 140 automatic fire rate. A fully automatic armor-piercing rounds. 165 damage a shot? Are you insane? Oh, the mag size is 6. I was like, then why isn't it incredible? The mag size is what holds it back. I was about to say, what the hell? Oh my god. Dude, these are some crazy weapons. This is still a crazy weapon, though. How do you do 165 and be fully automatic at the same time? A mag sniper, 336. You're not shooting fast, but are you slapping things or what? With armor-piercing rounds. A long scope and a muzzle brake. These are some cool weapons, I'm not gonna lie. 24 with 348 with 345 fire rate. Oh my god. 13 345, 24 345. Why would I want frenzy when I could do this? That's crazy. These weapons are crazy. They're making this weapon, which I thought was like an amazing weapon, 46 134. This weapon's incredible. But they're making me, like, reconsider what incredible is. How wild is that? I thought this weapon is super satisfying. 350 fire rate, 9 damage. And they said, nah, Chief. Let me show you the real deal. And here I am, just dealing with what I got. Wow. Wow. Wow, that gun looks super sick. If we were playing in VR, I'd be tempted to keep this just to see that in my hands. Like in Fallout 4 VR, these kind of guns are my favorite. They're so sick. But we don't need these. Okay. Damn, they're so expensive though. But I need to keep an eye out for some like advanced mag shears apparently, because a mag shear right here. Oh my god. And then the mag shot. With the 140 fire rate, 165 damage. It's not a fast full automatic, but it's fully automatic and 165 a shot. That's disgusting. I love that. I don't know, he sold me on it a little bit. 68,000 for a bunch of ammo, but that's not bad, man.
If you've got the credits, we've got the core.
Yeah, that is awesome. Oh my god. An advanced mag shot. Okay. Damn. That core kinetics is not messing around. We'll be coming back later for some core kinetic weapons, probably. Once they have some better options after we've leveled up a bit. That's insane. Those weapons are insane. Celt Corp. This is the Aurora people, right?
Welcome to Keltport. Again. Look, you can tell Mr. Okadibo that I'm doing everything I can. Blood from a stone, if you'll pardon the expression.
What are you talking about? Not exactly the greeting I was expecting.
Oh my lord. You aren't here about Mr. Okadibo's debt to Kelkor. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Let me start over. My name's Clover McKenna, but you can call me Chloe.
She looks Irish, Scottish.
Sorry for the outburst.
Why would this Mr. Okadigbo hire people to represent him?
I'm not sure. I think he's afraid that I won't be here. And he'll have to deal with my father. Someone who has a lot less patience.
Scottish!
Just a few weeks ago, he paid some poor fella to come up here and request a bit more time to pay back his debt.
This is the best accent ever.
I thought he'd done it again.
Oh my god, this is the best accent of all time. I'm serious. Like, there's no accent on the planet Earth that I enjoy more than the Scottish accent. It is so fun to listen to. I wish I could sound like that on purpose. Maybe I should have been wearing a name tag.
Yeah, maybe you should have, for my sake. This mess with Mr. Okadibo over at the Neon Mining League has really thrown me off my game.
Off me game. What's the Neon Mining League?
It's a shop over in Akuchi Market.
Curious what she says about it.
The plaza next to Ryujin Tower. They sell all sorts of mining supplies and raw materials. It's a fine little shop, well stocked and immaculate. Mr. Okadibo is the owner.
Okadibo,
He's a
okay.
lovely, lovely man. but his aspirations are one brav jump longer than his business instincts.
Okay. You don't strike me as the sort of person who's easily rattled.
Normally, yes, but in this case, Mr. Okadibo has put me in a real bind. Mr. Okadibo owes a substantial debt to Keltcor. I've given him more than enough time to try and come up with the money. My father's patience is running out. Frankly, I don't know how much longer I can stall.
Are you in charge of the Keltcorp Neon office?
For now, but let's not mistake my position for what it really is. A test set out by my father. He's set to retire in a few years, and I'm his only next of kin. But I'm guessing
It's a Celt! Oh my god, they're so clever. Like the Celtics. Oh my god. That's funny.
And 2, gets his firebrand of a daughter as far away from him as possible. He's a real piece of work.
Mind telling me, why should I call you Chloe?
Because my father has a ridiculous sense of humor, and I can't stand the name Clover. I mean, seriously, Clover? Our family's Irish, for God's sake.
Irish!
Could have possibly been more on the nose with that name. Ha ha, very funny, Dad.
Irish! It's the Irish! Would you mind telling me more about your father?
Niall. Oh, he's the CEO of Keltcorp. The whole blessed thing. If you asked him, he'd claim he started the company with next to nothing and built it into a megacorp in under 30 years. Truth is, he tends to forget the multi-million credit trust he tapped into as a crutch. But that's my father for you.
That's my father for you. Mind telling me a bit about Keltcorp?
We're a tech company that primarily specializes in mining operations.
KKK?
We handle
KKK?
everything from individual standalone units to fully engineered outpost systems. Basically, if it's made of rock, our gear chews it.
Nice.
It might not be as glamorous as some of the other corps in this building, but it pays the bills.
Maybe I can assist you in recovering Mr. Okadibo's debt?
You'd be willing to help out. That's awfully kind of you.
Yeah. It's kind of you to stick up for him in the first place.
Just because I work for a megacorp doesn't mean I don't have a heart. Saburo, Mr. Okadibo, he's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet, especially in this city. He really needs help, but he's too proud to accept any money from me. Maybe he'd listen to someone like you?
Alright. Are you personally involved?
That is a rather personal question, and I would prefer we kept things professional, if you don't mind.
Alright, I'll talk to him.
Oh, that'd be splendid. Just amazing. If you can get his debt off my conscience, I'd be grateful. It's been on my mind so much I've been keeping a diary. And don't worry about
Okay.
payment.
Thanks for whispering that to me.
Disappointed. McKenna always keeps that promise.
I'm McKenna. And one day I will know the difference between Irish and Scottish. They sound so similar to me. I'm sorry. I know I'm probably to Irish and Scottish people they sound entirely different. I'm sorry, but to an uncultured American swine, you sound kind of the same.
He outfitted it with equipment from
I love both of them. They're both the best accent ever.
Obviously business hasn't been going well, because he's fallen way behind on his payments. Opening a mine and business on a world almost entirely covered in ocean probably wasn't the most savvy of business plans.
Definitely
I
questionable.
suppose he intended to cater to travelers that were passing through our system, but it's clearly backfired. A poor man.
Alright.
Tough city. Watch yourself out there.
Okay, okay.
I'm glad I ended up at Keltcorp. Miss McKenna treats her employees like family.
Well, that's good. Find Clover's diary optional. Why would I do that?
I don't know, but I gotta get out of here.
And why would she leave it next to you two? It's take, not steal. Nice. I have to admit, this business with Saburo is keeping me up at night. I can see how it's starting to wear on him personally and professionally. Saburo is a good and honorable man. Pride won't allow him to accept my money, but what he doesn't understand is the game is rigged. Even in good times, variable interest rates are designed to landslide you. All I want is to give him a fair shake. I may not believe in every idea he has, but I believe in him. He just needs a financial partner who can offer some direction, someone who has his best interests at heart. I won't lie, given my position, it may be a conflict, but my feelings for him aside, I really do want to help. You have feelings.
Excuse me, I have
Tell Saburo about Clover's feelings? Yeah, we're just gonna bombshell him with that? That would not be subtle. That would not be, maybe we can do it subtly, I don't know. Talk to Borealis. That's a sick name, by the way, but what? Stroud Eklund Corporate HQ.
Walter is very proud of his business. And he should be. His ships are very high quality.
They are, but they're just like blocks, and that's really hard for me to look past.
Earnings analysis? Excuse me. This is a Stroud Eklund business office. We don't do sales here. That's what you're looking for.
Hello?
Feel free to look around. Stroud Eklund is the peak of ship manufacturing design.
Wait, is this Walter's wife? Really? Walter's old. Good on Walter, because she's looking alright. Hey, I know your husband.
Well, I should hope so. He and I are very famous.
No, like, I know your husband. What's your take on Neon's problems?
Oh, interesting question. Neon is the ultimate playground for people who have money. And that means we exhaust ourselves sabotaging each other. It's fun, but a huge waste.
Right.
Stroud Eklund, as a company, doesn't believe in restraint. But sometimes, I wonder if Neon's lack of a moral authority isn't hurting everyone. Even us.
Okay.
Don't you have something better to do?
Then go to the executive offices? Yeah, probably. Okay, then there's the Xenofresh Corporate HQ. And I've seen their working conditions. It's not great. It does not look like this. Ugh. Slurp down a tube today. Delicious, nutritious trawl. The best trip in the settled systems, Aurora. The best trip in the settled systems. That's funny.
Hi, welcome to Xenofresh Fisheries.
What's it like to work for Xenofresh?
Xenofresh is the best place to work in Neon, hands down. The pay is good, the hours are respectable, and the company's profits are skyrocketing.
Why does the company's profits matter?
That Administrator Bayu dedicates his time and brilliance to see our company excel.
Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. Is it true Xenofresh manufactures Aurora?
The Free Star Collective has given Xenofresh Fisheries the sole right to fish chasm bass and use it to produce Aurora.
Chasm
If you
bass.
care to sample some yourself,
That's cool.
we have it for sale at the famous Astral Lounge. Although Aurora is our flagship product, we also produce a line of delicious seafood products as well.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, try not to disturb Miss Grath. She's a busy woman.
Time to go disturb Miss Grath. Hi, Miss Grath.
What? I'm working.
It's just an employee.
Working
supposed to
at
be here?
Xenofresh is amazing. I mean, come on. Free Aurora? What other corp can beat a perk like that?
That's messed up. Wow, Andreja, you kind of blended in for a second. Andreja looks so cool. I'm all about it.
Gonna let me work, or are you gonna keep bothering?
Gonna keep bothering you.
You're not a plate of croissants.
Yes, that could be the strangest way of saying hello I've ever heard.
Aren't delivering the food that I ordered, then why don't you simply say so? That foolish girl up front must have allowed you back here. I'm going to have a bit of a chat with her later.
Actually, she tried to do the opposite.
Quite busy. If you're not here on Xenofresh business, I'm going to have to ask that you leave.
Who are you?
My name's Libby Graf, and I am the CFO of Xenofresh Fisheries. And since I answer directly to Administrator Bayu, I hope you aren't here to cause any sort of trouble. The
Uh-huh.
last thing I need right now are more protests and complaints to deal with.
Right. What sort of protests do you have to deal with?
Everything under the sun, from unfair business practices to reported bad working conditions to the price of Aurora. We're the #1
Working conditions is probably right.
corporation on Neon, so we're obviously a huge target of opportunity for slander and false accusations.
Uh-huh.
Everyone's looking for a free handout or a tiny piece of the massive success that we've accomplished. Well, I'll tell you the same thing I tell them before I have them escorted out. It's not going to happen. Not on my watch.
Interesting.
Well, this has been a delight. We must do it again sometime.
You don't mean that. I like the sash she gave us there.
What do you call them? Horns? Yeah, I got horns.
Bitch, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And what is Slayton Aerospace?
I do not understand how anyone can tolerate the lights and the music for long.
Okay. I love Core Kinetics so far. That's definitely been the winner so far. If that falls, y'all are dead. What is this? Oh boy, why are they leveled? That's not good.
Welcome to Slayton Aerospace. I'm afraid we aren't taking appointments right now.
Oh boy, why are they leveled?
Hoping to get a meeting. I've been waiting.
I'm gonna come back here another day. Oh my god, this feels like somewhere I shouldn't be. I'm seeing like enemy icons and shit. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Let me just make sure Genardine is what I think it is, because I'm pretty sure we've been there. This might not be what I think it is.
Yeah, what? Is this important? I'm really busy right now. Let me save you some time. If you're here for a job, we're not hiring. If you're here about the conduction grid tour, we shut it down a year ago.
What's the... Okay, yeah, I don't need a job.
Good. If you were, you'd be the 12th person I've turned away this year. What a waste. Look, I'm sorry if I'm blowing up at you, but I've got a ton of problems and no time to deal with them all.
Is one of them out and about?
Things aren't going terribly well around here.
Looks like this company making a fortune. Looks like you don't find me. Why are you being so open with this kind of sensitive information?
Why? Because I'm sick and tired of putting on a corporate face and pretending that nothing's wrong.
Attaboy.
It's do or die time around here. We can either spin our wheels forever or worse, go under completely.
If you don't mind talking about it, I'm willing to listen.
I don't care if I'm allowed to or not. I'm happy to get this off my chest. The conduction grid went online almost 75 years ago. And since then, we haven't developed a single groundbreaking innovation. At this point, the money we're taking in as a power utility barely covers the waste that's going on in the research and development division.
Sounds like you need a new person in charge of R&D. Oh yeah, this is the one where his brother is taking over. Oh yeah.
You'd think that, right? The problem is that Brayson Bayou, Administrator Bayou's brother, is currently heading up the R&D division. I swear to you, the man doesn't know the first thing about power systems or electromagnetic technology.
How did he get... Yeah, I know how he got the job. Why do you care so much what happens to
I'll
Genardine?
give you 117 reasons. Our employees. If Genardine goes completely under, how many of them will lose their jobs? How many might get cut in a restructure? My position puts me in charge of the welfare of our personnel. I can't in good conscience allow that to happen to them.
That's very kind of you. You have to man up and fire the guy.
I actually need our CEO's approval for that. And so far, it's been denied. Look, I'm running out of options. No one above me seems to care what's going on, but I'm willing to take a chance. I have a full report on Brayson that I want to send to Administrator Bayou, but I don't know if he can be trusted. What do you think I should do?
What exactly does the report say?
Describes my aggravation with how badly Brayson Bayou is running the research and development division. I'm also including a list of all the failed experiments he's greenlit, and how much they've cost Genardine as proof of his incompetence. I'm praying someone as financially successful as Administrator Bayou might be able to put aside his ego and look at this from a business perspective.
If you heard about this company and send that report to Administrator Bayou. Administrator Bayou's a dangerous man. Bury that report. I honestly don't know. I haven't met the man yet. I honestly don't know what you should do.
Yeah, I get it. You don't want to get involved. Typical. Look, I still need to put the finishing touch on these reports. If you change your mind and you can help me decide, I'd really appreciate the help.
Okay, let me meet the man and then I'll let you know. Where did Genardine get its start?
Genardine was founded in 2232 by the original designer of the conduction grid, Felicia Corbin. Working from her facility in Neon, it took her almost 25 years to get the conduction grid up and running.
That's crazy.
Genardine's first and last major success.
Can you tell me how it works?
The span above the city is outfitted with a specially developed electromagnetic absorption system.
So it absorbs the lightning.
When a lightning discharge hits the span, the energy is instantly distributed across the grid to prevent overload. The energy
Nice.
is then transferred through a series of polyphasic capacitors and rectifiers to ensure all of the negative and positive strikes are equalized. At this point, the energy is clean, and it gets stored in massive storage cells in Neon's underbelly, from which it's parceled out and used for power.
Right. That's great. Why aren't there conduction grids in every major city?
That's an excellent
Need enough
question.
lightning?
And the answer for it is surprisingly simple. The conduction grid is only effective in lightning-rich environments.
That's what I figured. Nailed it.
That's why Volai was chosen as its primary development site. Genodyne has always hoped to adapt the grid's absorption technology for other applications, but nothing public has ever been announced.
Alright.
Hope to see you again soon.
Yeah, I'll let you know if I ever have more information for you.
If you want to talk, you'll have to schedule an appointment.
Just a random executive.
Haven't met our CEO, Mr. Harada? Me either. He's never around.
Me either. The way she said that was funny. Nice, okay. Alright. Let's go down to the lobby and check out what the Astro Lounge looks like. Maybe we can meet somebody crazy important here. Let's give it a look. The Trade Tower.
Enjoy your visit to the trade tower.
Will do, will do. Okay, let's give it a look.
It'll work itself out.
The Syndicate or gang stuff, it'll work itself out, he says. Genius. Oh, wow. That's how you get to his penthouse from there? It is connected. Alright, let's see how the Astro Lounge is looking.
Smells of fish. You would think that would keep people away.
You would think. What are these outfits? Is this real? Are you all real? What am I looking at? Why? VIP elevator? Oh, Jesus. I thought it was going to give me choices. Hold up, we'll come back to this. Dance floor. Okay. Interesting. Astral sliders. Okay. That is so beyond strange. Those outfits are wildly not attractive at all. Boone Morgan.
You're new here, aren't you? Name's Boone Morgan, your new best friend on Neon. If you're here for a drink or listen to the music, I've got you covered. But if you're here for something a little more exciting, we have plenty of Aurora for sale.
Ah. For alcohol.
Oh, we have plenty of that. But why not try something different? New
Because Andreja might get mad at me.
New experiences. It's what life's all about. Here, you take a look at the menu. Now, I'm not going to lie. The Aurora is a bit expensive, but let's face it. Can you really put a price on pleasure?
Huh. Anything on the menu that you recommend?
That depends on if you're hungry or thirsty.
Thirsty.
Alright, well, I've got a couple of specialties of the house you might be interested in. First, there's our best seller, Sangria Astral, which is a curiously refreshing, fruit-infused red wine served in a commemorative bottle. But if your palate is a bit more refined, we have our Bayou Private Reserve, a painstakingly distilled cognac stored in the purest Arcturan crystal. That enough? Or are you hungry as well?
Sure. Just tell me the pitch.
Are we? I can't say I blame you. We're just as renowned for our cuisine here as we are for our drinks. First, let me tempt you with our melon caviar. Delicate, salty spheres of melon, hydroponically grown in our private aqua garden. And to finish, our lounge special strip. A grilled soy-based steak served with a steaming side of chipped potatoes. It's delicious.
I don't know about the soy-based part, but the rest of that sounded good.
You're looking for something else?
That's all for now.
Of course, of course.
Who created the music for this place?
Pretty amazing, isn't it?
No.
That's Borealis, only 19 years old, and yet she produces some of the most heart-pounding, trippiest electronic music you've ever heard.
Maybe it's good and I've just been distracted by the dancers.
Betting all all that free Aurora she gets has something to do with it.
I bet. Drugs and musicians often go together. Purchasing a penthouse? What can you tell me about Administrator Bayou?
Ben and I are good friends. He personally gave me the job here at the Astral Lounge. Oh, he's a good man. Cares a lot about the citizens of Neon.
Yeah, sure he does.
They're all employed and well taken care of. A real humanitarian.
Uh-huh. I'd like some details on purchasing a penthouse.
Good choice. The Sky Suite offers luxury and sophistication you won't find anywhere else in the settled systems. And since you'll be living in the same tower as the Astral Lounge, all of its pleasures and pageantry are only an elevator away.
What a paradise. 235K! Tell me about the penthouse. What features does it offer?
Of course. The Sky Suite features an open design with an emphasis on luxury. Whether you prefer the morning sky or a neon sunrise, the high ceilings and wall-sized windows will give you a full view of the city's splendor.
As you stand above it all. I kind of do want to purchase the penthouse. Hold up.
Come back soon.
Yeah, well, hold up. How much money do we have? We'd be just under 1 million credits again. Basically, we'd still have 1 million credits even if we bought it. How absurd is that? I might do it. I might really do it. This feels really stupid, but let me be right back. Wow, Mickey Caviar, you look insane. Like, different enough that I actually figured you might have a name.
Say, kid, how'd you like to hitch your wagon to a celebrity star?
I'll pass.
That's right. The Mickey Caviar is in the market for a job, and you look like someone who could use a great ship's cook. What do you say?
You're level 1, dude. How would I recognize you?
Always nice to meet a fan. You must be familiar with my widely acclaimed food column, Mickey Caviar's Taste of Space. It's the jewel of the new Atlantean.
Uh-huh.
Fortunately for you, the rest of my fans, I'm retiring it.
Retiring it.
Personally apologize.
Uh-huh.
I deserve better anyway.
Sure, whatever you gotta tell yourself, Mickey. Good luck. You're gonna need it. What is happening in this place?
Hey, you want a dance?
I'm good, but thanks. Ugh.
Wait a minute. I think that last drink was stronger than I thought.
That's what you said 2 drinks ago. Maybe you should slow down.
Yeah, probably time to officially switch to water.
Gotta stay hydrated, right?
You said it. Plus, I have to meet up with my parents tomorrow. Got to look presentable.
Uh-huh.
Okay, hello.
Is this a both gender bathroom? Like, no difference between the genders here for the bathroom?
Take it easy.
Interesting. Bold play in a club. Bold play in a club. Mickey Caviar, huh? Okay. Let's go to the VIP section real quick. See what's going on here. I really want to get that suite. We already know I'm gonna buy it. I don't know why I'm hesitating. Walking above it all. The rich people love that. They love that shit. Says the guy who's about to do exactly the same thing by buying a penthouse apartment. Sky Suite. Of course. So, who am I to say anything? Is this Borealis? Okay, that's Borealis. Aren't we supposed to talk to her? Yeah, talk to Borealis. Huh. It seemed like too cool a name to be something they were born with. Staff only drinks? Is that what that is? Gotta get the staff wasted, you feel me? Hold up now. What's on the other side before I talk to Borealis? Hello?
My mother wanted me to be a doctor.
Yeah, a lot of you say that. VIP booth? Fancy. Empty though. Oh my god. Stop. We'll come back to that. Wow, there's a whole lot of nothing happening here. Nope. Again. Okay, this one I'll actually look into. The other door, I didn't know if I wanted to open that or not because there might be, like, people in there that will report me. And, I'll hard pass on that. Okay, like that. Boom. What are we looking at here? Scheduling. Room's been booked by Redacted. Please see Boone Morgan for scheduling conflicts.
I never had the patience for computer systems.
Interesting. Interesting, interesting. Oh my god, that's Bayou himself. Really? You're the guy.
By all means, feel free to disturb me. I can't wait to hear what you have to say.
So you're in charge of Neon.
Not that it's any of your business, but yes. I'm the administrator of Neon. Actually, there are a lot of perks that come with the job. But do you want to know my favorite? One snap of my finger and people who ask too many questions get thrown off of the upper platform. I love that one.
I bet you do. Mean you own the entire city?
I wouldn't normally bother with idle chatter, but that's such a ridiculous question. I'm going to gift you with a response. I don't own Neon. Neon is the property of Xenofresh Fisheries, of which I just happen to be the CEO and the major majority stakeholder.
Uh-huh.
If you care to take a moment to dissect that statement in your tiny little mind, I'm confident you'll discover the answer to your question.
Oh, he has confidence in us. That's so cool.
Yes, yes.
Thanks, man. I'm your biggest fan. What a loser. Alright, looks like we might not be able to get so chummy with him after all. Maybe we do take him down from the inside. We'll have to see if maybe we can get on his good side or not. I'm willing to play villain with a guy like that. Borealis, hey, what's up?
Yeah, sorry, I don't do autographs.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna offer you mine.
Now that would be something new for a change. You can't even imagine how many people ask for an autograph for Victor after I've been modding all night. It gets really annoying.
What's modding?
Programming the beats, turning the dials. Come on, stay with me here.
Alright. You should be flattered to have so many fans.
Hey, I love my fans. I just don't like when they take things too far, you know?
That makes sense.
Our music slate's gone. Completely vanished. I had all of my new songs figured out on that thing, and someone ripped me off. Total drag.
I can go get it. I got it. How'd you get started in the music business?
I started playing music when I was 10. My father had an old electronic keyboard he passed down to me, and I fell in love with the thing. By the time I was 15, I got my first track and started club hopping. I was pretty young, but with my father as manager, he watched my back. 4 years later, and here I am, booked into the hottest club in the settled systems. Pretty crazy.
She has a crazy voice, is what's pretty crazy.
Hey there.
Does using Aurora help you write your music?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It allows me to step away from myself for a while and harmonize with the universe.
Okay.
There's music up there, you know, if you listen.
Uh-huh.
Not getting hooked on that feeling. I got close to that state a few times, but reality and responsibilities always managed to pull me back.
Hopefully it stays that way. It could help you find your slate.
Oh man, wow, that would be so cool. Yeah, please. I thought I sensed a decent aura around you when you walked up.
I don't know about that. What exactly do you have on your music slate?
Lyrics, poems, all of my thoughts, basically. We're talking 3 years of stuff.
Okay.
It's not like I can just rewrite everything.
Right. 3 years of work is a lot.
They're long gone, out of my mind. That's why I write them down.
Right. Why is the slate so important?
The thing is, I perform here at the lounge every single night, which means I can't repeat the
I
same
have to
thing
keep it
over
real.
and over. I have to keep it real.
No aura, just want to get paid.
Hey, don't worry about it. If you find that music slate, I'll shunt you some credits. Make it worth your time.
I'm on it.
Oh, and if you're looking for a lead, talk to Micah. She works the bar at Euphoria, and she's a walking grapevine.
Okay.
I got to figure out how I'm going to mod my next set. I'll see you around, okay?
Alright. Any idea who might have taken your slate?
Well, most of the people who come through here are fans, and they're either zoned or just digging the results.
Zoned.
That leaves collectors, competitors, or just a thief trying to make a cred. It could be anyone, really. People try to put a price on everything. Doesn't matter if it's music or the stars.
Like me getting your slate back. Okay.
Long knives. Only a matter of time before you get cut.
Alright, fair enough.
Zone safe.
Zone safe? Nah, I don't zone, but thanks. I need to remember I don't have a pack on right now, so I cannot jump from high up. That will get me absolutely messed up. Possibly even kill me. Okay, I'm gonna do it. We all knew I was going to. Let's not kid ourselves. Let's get the sweet. I'm ready.
Can I get you something to drink? Of course.
Let me take a look at the menu. See what's going on here. What's the deal? There's the Aurora for $7.60. That's actually not really a markup. Astro Lounge Special Sangria? Fruit-infused red wine. The bottle's commemorative of a local statue. It's got Bayou on the bottle? What? Okay, sure. Solomon's Reserve. Hey. The lounge special. With the crinkly fries. Wait, I thought there was... Huh. I thought this was the simple one, not the, like, fancy one. I guess I'm wrong. That melon caviar looks disgusting. Interesting. The Bayou Private Reserve. Here we are. Rare cognac. Possibly of old earth or origin, kept in a crystal vessel for decanting. Interesting. When this already looks so cool. Come on. Penthouse. Make it happen.
The Sky Suite offers luxury and sophistication you won't find anywhere else in the settled systems. And since you'll be living in the same tower as the Astro Lounge, all of its pleasures and pageantry are only an elevator away.
Yup, I'm doing it.
Here's your key. The trade tower elevator will take you directly to your new home. And if there's anything I can provide to enhance the experience, let me know.
Wow. Okay, visit your Sky Suite in the new in the Neon Trade Tower. Building materials added to ship's cargo hold. Awesome. Okay, we just spent $235,000 on a suite when we're about to buy a new ship and everything. We're actually finding a way to spend these credits. I can't believe it. All these credits, the over 1 million credits we had saved up, we're actually going to be able to spend them. That is so anti-Bethesda. Usually Bethesda's games aren't very good at giving you something to spend your money on, but so far, looking like there actually is. So this is the way to our penthouse, huh? Okay, clearly that's not the one he's talking about. It's this elevator. Ah, the one connected to Core Kinetics, okay. The Sky Suite. Here we go.
Have I mentioned that I am not fond of seafood?
Yes, kind of. Okay. We got the fancy kitchen, right? Gotta have the fancy kitchen. Can I move in my parents? Can I move the parents in? They'd love this. Okay, we got the fancy bathroom, of course. Big living room area. And it goes out into Neon, where we can overlook everything, I'm assuming. Yep, there it is. Not much of a view, to be honest. That's just a whole bunch of hardware. A bit of a scam, if I'm being real, Andreja, but alright. We have somewhere to call home now while we're here. Can you build out here? No, you can't. This is just this. Interesting that had to be a different loading screen, but okay. This is a crazy small suite, but it is a penthouse. And we found a way to spend some more money. Now, this sized building is something I could actually decorate effectively because it's not that big. You know what I mean? Like, I could actually do something with this, probably. So, I'll definitely be decorating this later when I have more resources and more time to spend on that. But, alright. We spent 235,000 credits on that. Very interesting. I got scammed a little bit. But that's alright. Had the view actually been decent, it would have been more worth it. But we've got plenty of credits. And I'm probably going to buy every, like, resident, like a residence in every city I can anyway. I might even buy the second residence in Aquila City just to have every home. That sounds like something I would do. Okay, we still gotta, like, we've explored now the trade tower and the Astral Lounge, and we've got about 15 minutes to spare, so let's go ahead and start actually doing some stuff. We've got a ton of stuff to do in Ebside. Ebside and the Underbelly has a ton for us to look at, so let's just start getting to it. Should be a bunch of stuff to do here. Whoa, that autosave really threw it around. Okay, here's 3 people right here back to back to back to talk to. Never mind, 2 people. Hey.
Sleep crates for rent. It's tight, but it's home.
I need access to Neshra Osmani's sleep crate.
You have the proper authorization code, and I'll let you into any place you like. I might even throw in a thank you. You look like the type that might appreciate it.
The code is Alpha 3 Kilo 4.
I got it. And authentication is all green. Look for C153. Before you go, I'm going out on a limb here and assuming your account's more flush than my usual clientele.
Almost a mil, yeah.
The crate's set up to go to the dump. Might be full of weak old Kazambas, or it could have the original Miguel Rafael Bailamos. Only one way to find
Are we going crate diving for real? What's this about Bailamos?
Piece of art. It celebrates when the colonists first broke ground on Polvo. The vids make it look stunning, all done in charcoal from the embers of their first fire. So the story goes.
That would actually be a cool addition to the art.
Nice to be able to use my art history degree for once.
Oh no, that's tough.
No use for a degree. They aren't lying.
Okay, yeah, sure. 1,000 credits. I'll take a chance on the crate.
Unit C203 is now keyed to you. Best of luck.
C153 and C203. Okay, go to the evicted sleep crate. Here's C203. What do we got? It ain't got jack. It's got toilet paper. Nothing. Not a damn thing. It literally had nothing. It's just a bed. Wait. Anything in the box? Nothing in the box either. Okay. Well, there goes 1,000 credits. It had a coffee mug. Yep, that's literally it. Okay, fine. Whatever. Sure, you got me. Yet another scam. Got me again. C153 must be on the other side. Come on. Yo. Nishar's package. Speak to Yannick Legrand. We can do that later, sure. Alright. Now, there's a mob guy in a suit that's hanging around Frankie's Grab and Go. Let's see what we can figure out about that. Talk to me.
Better have credits to spend.
Tevin Anastas told me a thug named Headlock hangs around here.
Never heard of him. Now, are you gonna buy something or just annoy me all day? Come again.
Just go ahead and pop a little something here.
Hope you're a paying customer. Never heard of him.
I really need to know where he is.
Am I supposed to know where he is?
Sure, we can work something out.
I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here.
That's what I like to hear.
Maybe we can work something out.
No reason for us to have a problem, is there?
I hear you. You just won't give up, will you?
2 more and we can max out persuasion.
Can't stand them. And I heard some of the other Sioka can't either. That boy doesn't to know how to keep himself out of trouble. What do you do this time?
He's been terrorizing the Emporium.
Well, if any place should be terrorized, it may as well be the Emporium. In any case, if you're so desperate to find him, he and his friends are probably hanging out in Warehouse 4 or somewhere near there.
Sounds great. Thank you, Frankie.
Gotta ask, what are you gonna do with him?
If you can't stand Headlock, what do you care what I do with him?
I have no affection for him whatsoever. He's a good-for-nothing thug, and a boastful one at that. I wouldn't mind seeing him get smacked around and put in his place.
Hell yeah.
Doesn't mean I think he should be killed.
I'll shake him down to cover Tevin's expenses.
You're every bit a thug that Headlock is.
Thank you.
I'm done talking with you. You have your info, and I have a shop to run. So either beat it or buy something.
Thank you.
Until next time.
Yep, until next time. Okay, nothing else here at Ebside to look at? No? We'd have to go to the underbelly to get more? Alright. Oh, who is this? Oh, I thought it was like following her for a second. Okay, never mind. Meet Hadrian in New Atlantis Mass District. That's not happening. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Oh my good god, you're kidding me. Alright, let's go to the warehouses. Let's try to persuade him first, and if that doesn't work, we can always just mess him up. Okay, but this might get into a gunfight now, so let's put the gear back on. Just in case it does go gunfight style. Hello. Warehouse 4. What do we have here? Is that our loser down there? Let's go see what he's got. Andrasia, look at you getting ahead of the game.
If you're not here to do business, you best leave before we get pissed off. And who do we have here? You here for business or to get your head caved in?
What a loser. You need to leave the Emporium alone.
Is that so?
Yep.
I'm not just some low-life thug anymore. I'm with the Sioka now. You mess with me, you'll mess with the whole syndicate, and that won't end well for you.
So you say. What gang were you in before you joined Sioka?
The Ebside Strikers. I ran with them for a good long while, but then it just became embarrassing. Couldn't even feed myself when I was with them. Clawed myself out of the gutter, and Sioka took notice. My talents were being squandered with the Strikers. I was too good for them.
Maybe the Ebside Strikers were just sick of you and wanted you to leave.
Oh, so you think you're funny, huh? Keep talking like that, and I'll make sure you're eating trawl through it too.
That's how it's already eaten, you idiot.
Go on, hotshot. Give me a reason why I should leave Tevin and his shitty little store alone.
It's the wise. Why'd they recruit you?
They realized I'm an asset, of course. I'm one of their best guys. I'm tough, dependable, and I make a lot of money for the syndicate.
It's the wise thing to do.
Go on, enlighten me. But don't waste my time.
I need these persuasion checks. You're bringing a lot of attention to yourself and not the good kind. If you don't get your act together, you'll end up dead.
Looking over your shoulder in neon can get old.
This behavior doesn't benefit you at all. It's only making your life more difficult.
Sure. There may be some better uses of my time.
You're bringing a lot... Yeah, we already said this, but okay.
Looking over your shoulder in neon...
Well, repeating that fact.
Kills me to say this, but I see your point. Fine. We won't go around to the Emporium any longer.
We're done here. I'll be on my way.
Whatever. Next time, I might not be so nice.
Right. Yeah, you're welcome.
Try anything. You're dead.
Maybe I'm trying to get in with the syndicate. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. And we got that extra persuasion check down. That puts us one away. One more, and we can get that maximum persuasion. And then we can actually start working down the social tree too, which will be good. Because I'm trying to get eventually to ship command so we can have a bigger crew. Obviously, that would be massively helpful. Oh boy. Alright. Glad we can be so persuasive. I'm almost thinking I should have just shot him up, but that's alright, I guess. Neon core. No, I don't need that. I need to get to the underbelly. Where's the elevator for that? Hello? Warehouse 1. What is the point of all these warehouses? And by that I mean, why can I go in them? Like, obviously I get the point of a warehouse. Interesting. But there's nothing here. It's just to flesh out the world, I guess. Unless there's something hidden away in the top area somewhere. Think. Why would we be able to get in here? Okay. Not seeing anything, really. Alright, it was worth checking, I guess. Go ahead and head out. Maybe something will happen there later, I'm not sure. But what I do need is an elevator to the underbelly. There we go. Alright. Supposed to be near Xenofresh here. Speak to Micah, yes. Can do that. No problem at all. That's actually a massive problem. What is this?
For the sake of these workers, that after a while you get used to the smell.
Yeah, she does not like the smell of fish. Apparently that was not an authorized area for me, my bad. Wait, there's supposed to be people here that I'm supposed to talk to. What? I thought I was supposed to talk to people in this area. I guess not. Huh. Catherine Lusian, who is that? I don't know who that is. Okay. Well, I guess we can go to the elevator. And then eventually, if we follow these quest markers and they leave out something that we didn't get to do, then I'll complain then. Hey, it's the shield breaker! That's where we came in! That's kind of cool that our ship is the one that gets focused a little bit. That's kind of fancy. This looks a little different. Have I not been to this side of Ebside before? Wait a second. What? Wait a second. What? I think this is a section of Ebside we haven't been to yet. Or am I crazy? Bayou Plaza. Euphorica. This is actually an area we haven't been to. How did I miss this? Is it just not connected at all? Feed your face for your body. It's Junks. Warehouse 2? Okay. Well, it's Euphorica. We gotta go into Euphorica and see what's going on there too. I had no idea. We like missed the whole section here. Oh.
Meet your death.
Or are we doing this? Just like that? Okay. Definitely missed the shot there, my bad. Was that really it? 3 disciples? The levels are just absurd lately, by the way, though. Varun Inflictor. Why is the words on that so small? Okay. Interesting. Disciple Slate, 228 credits, and a modified refined meg shot. Oh, damn. It's not nearly as good as the other one we saw, but that's alright. Every time I see Mag anything now, I'm gonna get excited because Core Kinetics. Not only was the sale pitch great, obviously, but the actual items were as good as the sale pitch was, which is nuts. Okay, bye, disciples. Looks like I'm not joining them. Pretty set in stone. I'm gonna be joining the Strikers apparently. All right, let's go into Euphorica here. How did this happen? How was there this whole section I missed? Okay, let's see what's going on in here next time. Wait, maybe I do have a chance here. Micah?
Welcome. Please, make yourself comfortable. I can offer you a drink, or perhaps you're here seeking access to our members' lounge, where you can enjoy your Aurora experience in peace.
Interesting. Can you tell me more about this members' lounge?
Customers choose our lounge because they desire a more relaxed and sedate journey as they experience the joy of Aurora. We have no blaring music, no crowds, no chaos. The mood here is specifically crafted to allow a full range of mindful
And the disciples set up here of all places? Can I purchase Aurora here?
Sorry, no. Aurora sales are only permitted through the Astral Lounge. We simply provide a safe haven for you to enjoy it in peace.
Okay.
If you desire access to the lounge, you can purchase admittance for a completely reasonable fee.
So the salesman says.
Otherwise, you're welcome to relax, listen to our music, and perhaps enjoy a chimera.
What's a chimera? I'll buy access. What's a chimera?
It's a specialty alcoholic beverage only served here at Euphorica. I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
Are any other perks come with access to the members' lounge?
Not only will you be able to experience one of the most exclusive Aurora lounges in Neon, you also have access to our private bar. The bartender down there is a personal friend of mine, and he sells some rather unique items.
Ah, damn it, they sold me.
A wise choice.
Oh, he said unique items.
Let us know if anything in the lounge interferes with your comfort. If you need anything else, please don't hesitate to ask.
Man, we've got credits on credits. I don't even mind. What drink do you recommend? The Chimera, of course.
I recommend
Yeah.
our house specialty, the Chimera. It's a unique triple-layer drink that I believe you'll find quite delightful. It consists of mild cold soju on the top, a thin layer of fruit liqueur in the middle, and a strong dark soju at the bottom. The initial mildness of Chimera slowly warms the senses, which rapidly transitions into a sudden burst of sweetness from the fruit liqueur. This sweetness braces the palate for the impact of the much stronger, robust finish. It's a drink of my own design.
Okay, interesting. Looking for information on a stolen slate belonging to Borealis. Why would I be talking to her about it? Oh, yeah, that's right.
I see. I'd be willing to divulge this information for the right price.
Or you can just be persuaded to do the right thing. How do I know the information is good?
Because when you work the bar, your clients tend to be more honest than they'd like to be. And besides,
Right.
information isn't a drink that you can sample.
Why should I pay?
When clients come to my bar, they expect a certain amount of discretion. Eroding their trust is not something I'm willing to do.
And I can't even persuade her. Okay.
Thank you for your business.
We'll get paid more than that, I'm sure.
Goes by the name of Stratos. You'll find him at Madame Sauvage's.
Okay. Okay.
He's what you would call a fan of Miss Borealis's works. Or maybe fanatic is a more accurate term.
Okay.
Either way, he's the one you want. But you didn't hear it from me.
Right. Okay. What kind of person is Stratos?
He's one of the usual lowlifes you'll find.
Convince him to hand over the slate? I'm gonna try.
He's also a very fervent admirer of Miss Borealis and her work. It wouldn't surprise me if that admiration extended to her possessions.
Right.
For fans like him, trinkets and mementos are a way to get closer to the one they admire. Fallen Stardust.
Fallen Stardust. That's a way to say it.
May I recommend a Chimera?
You can recommend it. I don't know if I'll buy it. That does look cool, though. Persuasion chance, damage resistance. That is cool. I'll pass, but that is cool. We're down to 976,000 credits. We're bleeding credits here. We're bleeding credits. It's happening so fast. Okay, it's just a citizen. He looked kind of unique. Okay, let's go through to the members lounge here. What? It does look nice, I won't lie. Fusion system specialist. Oh, astrodynamic specialist. There's like crew members here. Q?
Any Aurora to enhance your experience, you let me know.
He does sell Aurora.
On behalf of Euphorica, I welcome you to our members lounge. I'll be happy to provide whatever you need from my private bar to enhance your experience. Can I get you anything? Some Aurora, perhaps?
I knew it. Thought Micah told me Aurora can only be bought at the Astral Lounge.
Yes. Well, due to the extreme exclusivity of the members lounge, we like to keep the fact that we offer Aurora confidential.
Right.
You can rest assured that purchasing Aurora from this establishment is not only safe, it's completely legal.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Nothing for me right now, thanks. Exactly what I had in mind. What would happen if I said that?
Excellent. We have plenty for purchase. We also offer an assortment of beverages, so feel free to browse our selection anytime.
How'd you end up here, Q?
Begging your pardon, I find that fraternizing with the customers can lead to problems. I prefer my private life remain my own.
Okay.
No offense intended.
Right. I can respect that.
Thank you. Let me know if I can help in any other way.
Let me see what you have on the menu.
Certainly. May I suggest you start with some Aurora?
They really like to suggest that. It's the same price as the Astral Lounge. Okay.
Peace, solace, and serenity be with you.
Right, right. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Okay, sure. Alright, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider giving it a like. If you really enjoyed it, consider subscribing. But either way, thank you so much for joining me on this journey in Starfield. We have so much more to do in Neon. I'm really looking forward to the Ryujin Tower stuff, amongst other things. I can't believe we just missed this whole section of the upper platform. That's so wild to me. But yeah, I'll see all of you here for more Neon stuff, which is pleasantly lasting a while. And I'll see all of you next time.